Hey everybody, welcome, or you faithful few that watch, welcome back to the channel. We've got BattlBox mission 91 today. But before we get to that, we're going to start off with a unsolicited promo. They don't pay me for this, it came in the box. It's called One Low, something, get outside. What this is a subscription box for kids. So it's a monthly outdoor adventure box for kids that blends games, crafts, and activities into educational fun with the goal of inspiring a lifelong interest in the outdoors. So you get a 20% off with the welcome box with the code Battle BATTL 20. Here's the card. If you've got kids that are about that age and you want to get them to the outdoors, that'd be a good way to get them started. And like I said, that's unsolicited. I just something in the box that I threw in there. This box is, if you are a hunter, this is a fantastic box, especially if you are a big game hunter, deer, anything from like hog and up. This is a fantastic box for you. So, like I said, this is BattlBox 91, and what we'll do is we'll just start from the basic box and go down. If you're a basic box member this month, this is actually a really good box for you. So we'll start with the Peak Refuel Titanium Sport. If you camp, backpack, hunt, whatever, anything where you use freeze-dried meals, you know that getting to the bottom of that bag is kind of a nightmare. You got your hands all covered in everything, unless you cut it way down below the bag or whatever. So you get the Peak Refuel Titanium Sport. This is something that I've wanted for a long time. It's just become one of those things, just like I put it off. But yeah, I mean, this weighs absolutely nothing. Comes with a nylon carrying case. Get down in the bottom of the bag. It's got the angling spoon. You can dig down in the corner, stuff like that. It's awesome. Like I said, this is something I've wanted for a long time. Just kind of been one of those things, like I didn't need it, or I didn't have to have it, so I never got it. But I'm super glad that I have it now. Next up, to go along with that, same brand and everything, same company and everything, is the Peak Refuel Biscuits and Sausage Gravy. So I have had this before, and they are amazing. So they call for 10.5 ounces of boiling water. Go for 10. I used 10 ounces, and the gravy was a little creamier, a little thicker. It felt like a little more homemade gravy. And quote unquote pro tip, this comes with actual biscuits, not pieces of biscuits, actual biscuits. But to really rehydrate these to their best, to really the best edible part, break them up into chunks about that big. And then they rehydrate a lot better than if you just leave them as whole biscuits. If you leave it as a whole biscuit, it almost turns into a biscuit shell with a crouton kind of center to it, which really still isn't bad. I've had it like that. It's still not that bad. It gives a little texture to it, but if you want real biscuit and sausage gravy kind of feel to it, break them up into chunks about that big, and you're good to go. It's amazing. Peak is hands down, out of Peak, Mountain House, Ready Hour, all those, Peak is my favorite freeze-dried meal. They have the most home-cooked taste to it. So, I mean, these are amazing. Even if you're, not a huge backpacker, but a prepper maybe, or vice versa, Peak is the way to go over Mountain House and all of those. I love Peak mules. They're amazing. Okay, so next up we've got the Gear Aid Fast Acting Cooling Towel. So if any of you guys have ever used like the Mission towels or hats or cooling towels or whatever, this is kind of the same thing. It comes with a little carry bag. You fold it up, put it in there. It's got a mesh so it'll drain. Pretty decent size. So what you would do is you would get this wet, soak it, wring it out, give it a couple snaps, and that kind of activates the evaporation process, and that's what's going to give you that cooling effect, is the evaporation process. I'm in Texas. It is September the 6th filming this, and it is 94 degrees outside and almost 100% humidity. Like, I'm standing in an air-conditioned facility and I am sweating. So something like this is awesome to have day hiking. Like I said, hunting. This box is kind of geared towards hunting. So hunting, all that stuff, this thing is awesome. It's lightweight, super lightweight. Got a little tag here. Write your name on it. That way, if you're in camp, somebody has one that didn't have one before, you can call them on it if that is yours. Don't want nobody stealing your stuff. Next up is something that I'm actually surprised is in a basic box. So you get 4 items in the basic box. Usually you only get 3 with BattlBox, but this month you get 4. And this is something I'm surprised is in the basic box for BattlBox. It is the Adventure Gear Humvee branded folding shovel. These things are, when you need them, they are invaluable. I don't currently have one of these, so this will go in my truck, in the toolbox, for multiple reasons, like I said. So you get a pretty decent case. It's got a belt loop, but you're not going to carry this on your belt. So it comes folded. Let it hang down, kind of let gravity work. This orange collar right here is the tighten down, locks everything in. So lock this in. It's got enough on it where you can bear down on it, and I mean that's solid. That's not going anywhere. So you've got this shovel. You got a nail puller here, a semi-sharpened edge here. It could use a little work with a stone. A saw back here. You're not gonna cut a tree down with this, but in an emergency situation, it can be used to, maybe cut some limbs off, shove them under your tires, for some traction or for some kindling. It's got a two-handed handle, so you can really get in there, torque it up. It feels sturdy enough to where you could put your foot on the. It's got the bent rail right here for a foot, jab, and it feels sturdy enough where you could do that. And it's got a two-handle thing where you can really get some torque in there, some leverage. you can do it at a lot of different angles. Tighten this down. And now you kind of have, dig out a tire, you got like a grubbing hoe kind of thing, dig out. Let's see if I can show you this. So it does have indents in here for different angles, for different tasks. Like I said, if you have a pickup or SUV or whatever, and you do any kind of off-roading at all, and really if you don't, like if you live in anywhere where there's a chance of you coming off a road, really in like a ditch, this is an invaluable tool to have. Dig yourself out, dig out, shove branches under your tires, gain traction, stuff like that. And it folds up to super small. It's wrong way. It folds up to, like I said, in that bag. You can keep it in your vehicle. That folds up next to nothing. Throw it in the bag. Even if you're in a car, like, you're in a Honda Civic or something like that, that fits under a seat and you would never know it was under there. And that can get you out of all kinds of terrible situations. It's an invaluable tool, really. And like I said, I'm surprised that that's in the basic box. Something like that, I feel like usually in the BattlBox, that's in the advanced box, but that's awesome. So that's the basic box for the month. So if you're in the basic box level, that's what you got. You got the titanium spork, the sausage and gravy peak, which is amazing, the fast acting cooling towel, and the Humvee folding shovel. That's a solid box, especially for your financial investment into the basic box. Now the advanced box is one item. It is a knife, but it kind of ties into the Pro Plus. We'll get into that later. But the advanced box is the Outdoor Element Phoenix Feather. And what this is a cake knife. Now this is where we're getting into a little more of the hunting aspect of it. It is skeletonized, comes with a kydex sheath, paracord holes, a very firm belt clip. It has it says if you're an avid hunter or survivalist, having a proper caping blade to aid in cleaning game is paramount. The Phoenix Feather is made from ultra strong D2 and it holds an edge incredibly well, at the same time is relatively easy to sharpen. It's obviously full tang because there's no handles to it, so it's obviously full tang. Got the jimping here. Screwdriver tip, which can be used to remove Phoenix Talon handle screws. So you've got a 1/4 inch driver here, hex driver here. We'll get into the Talon in a little bit. Spoiler alert. But 1/4 inch hex drive, comfortable jibbing on the top to help prevent slipping. Like I said, thumb jimping. Kydex sheath with belt clip, can be connected in different positions. Lightweight, only 1.4 ounces. This weighs absolutely nothing. 3-inch blade. Overall length is 6 inches and the dimensions are 9.3 by 5.3 by 0.8. So a caping blade is used used to, more than anything, is for skinning. That's why you kind of have this little uptick in the blade. You're using this tip to get in between the skin and the tendons and all that stuff. And honestly, this is one of the sharpest knives I have ever felt in my entire life, especially straight out of the box. It is ridiculously sharp. And like I said, it weighs next to nothing. Caping something would be a dream with this thing. So you've got 2 finger tools here, fit in there. I mean, and that just fits so well in your hand. A very positive click into the kydex sheath. I mean, it takes some effort to get this thing out. I mean, it's not coming out of this sheath unless you want it to come out of this sheath. This is the advanced box. This is the only item in the advanced box. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to using this for caping everything from squirrel, rabbit to hog and deer. You know, here in Texas, like, we don't have elk and stuff like that, so, you know, I'm not really looking at that. But for what we have here, this is going to be amazing. And this ties into the knife of the month as well, so just hang on for that. So that's your advanced box. Pro box is, like I said, geared towards hunters. It is the BattlBox limited edition Razer Patriot series electronic earmuffs. So here they are. These are from Walkers. I have a set of Walkers that I've had for a long time. Love them. Love them. What it is it's earmuffs that have a more or less a microphone in them. And you turn them on, you can adjust the volume and stuff, and it picks up all the outside sounds. So I mean, we could sit here and talk, and I can hear you through my earmuffs even louder, honestly, even louder than what I would without them. But as soon as there is a gunshot, or I mean, honestly, even a clap, they muffle that sound. So this kicks off at 23 decibels is where the noise reduction kicks in. I don't know what the ones I have now are. So they used to be called Walker Game Ears. They're not called that anymore. Now they're just Walkers. They're in hearing enhancement and protection. So these are the Razer Slim electronic muffs. So for a long time, the only knock I had on the Walkers were they were big and bulky. They were something that you almost didn't wear because they got in the way. These, being so much slimmer, you don't have that problem. You know, especially rifle shooters, you can bear down a rifle, you know, get into your scope without having to worry about them getting in the way of getting, you know, your good rest on your cheek there. So the box, let me get the specs on these. Like I said, so these are adjustable. Pull the liner out of them there. The links to these are adjustable. Oh, and it comes with batteries. And not just, you know, like the off-brand Amazon batteries that you usually get with stuff like this. These are copper tops. Copper top AAAs. I mean, these are slim. These are super slim, especially for like electronic game gear kind of things. You know, here's your on-off thing. There's your speaker to, where it pulls in the sound. These things are awesome. They are adjustable for, you people with some domes out there, you big brain people will call it. They're adjustable for that. They go all the way almost to like child size, really. But at the range, these are amazing, and the it has a low noise frequency tune for natural sound clarity. And what that does is, especially if you're a hunter, that really helps. You can honestly hear stuff walking through like the woods, like coming up through like behind your stand or whatever. It helps you pick that up even more so than what your natural hearing will do. So these are great for that. So their sound activated compression is 0.02 reaction time to cut that sharp, or the damage causing sound to your hearing. I mean, that's next to nothing in time wise. Recessed volume control knob, so you can control the outside sound that you're hearing. Audio input jack, so right here you can throw some headphones in. You plug this into your phone and play music through it, stuff like that. Or if you are running like a walkie-talkie system with other hunters, you can hear it through that. Audio input jack, ultra compact and collapsible. We've gone through these things compressed down to almost nothing. I mean, that's in a range bag, that's nothing, or a hunting bag, or whatever, your blind bag, whatever. That's nothing. 2 AA batteries, that's all it takes, or 2 AAA batteries is all it takes. And it also has a little morale patch area here, and it comes with, I don't know what the hell happened to it, but it comes with a little American flag morale patch on there. And this is perfect timing for this box, because if you watched my last couple videos, it is dove season here in Texas. Opening weekend was last weekend. These are perfect for dove hunting. They're awesome. The shotgun sound kicks them off perfect. So this is, it couldn't get any better timing in a box. Maybe last month's box, or whatever, but honestly, pretty awesome. So if you're at the pro level, that's what you're gonna get in this month's box. Next is the Pro Plus, and this is actually a pretty cool deal. It's something that I wouldn't have really. The way they did this was pretty awesome. It falls in line with the Phoenix Feather, the caping knife. It is a Phoenix Talon, same company, Outdoor Element. This is a Outdoor Element Phoenix Talon. They're doing this as a hunting and survival knife. So you've got your California gel pack. Don't eat that, it causes cancer. It's a skinning knife, processing game, used for a variety of survival and camping situations, made with very strong D2, just like the Feather. Holds an edge and can be sharpened with ease. Packed with tons of useful features, and a perfect companion for the Phoenix Feather, or great by itself. So, this comes in, here it is in the sheath. The sheath does have a diamond sharpener here on top. Just touch up the blade. It's not going to get you a razor sharp blade. That's just purely to touch up a blade. If you nick a bone or something like that, a bone will dull a blade in a heartbeat. So it comes with an EverSpark technology striker here. Replaceable gut hook. So here's your gut hook here, and you see the screws in here. This is a replaceable blade, especially here in Texas. You know, if you're gutting hog, they have a super tough hide. This will go dull. I don't care what you do, what kind of steel it is, whatever. A hog hide will dull this gut hook. It's a full tang. D2, like I said, D2 steel. The handle, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this. The handle comes off to create an emergency essential, so kind of like a small survival kit. And with it, it comes this little bag here, and you get a screwdriver here. This is the 1/4 inch, so it will work with your feather. Oh, drop some stuff here. It also comes with standoffs because the feather will connect to this sheath. So you can run these together, which makes an ultimate hunting setup, really. The handles here come off. Let me get my multi-tool. Hang on just a second. So I had to go get my rebar. Sorry about that. I should have been prepared for that. But yeah, I got my 11 rebar here. Pop her open. Pull out the flathead here, and that's a little big. We will go to the little bit smaller one, which fits perfect. So pop this handle loose here. And you can see you have this massive cavern in here. You can put tinder for your spark wheel in here, cordage, button compass. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can put in here. So between the Everspark and this right here, which is actually a super deep, cavern in here, that's what makes this not only a hunting knife, but also where they're coming in with a survival knife as well. So honestly, what I'm thinking is I may replace my fixed blade in my truck on kind of my go bag with this, because when I go hunting, 9 times out of 10, I'm in my pickup. So I'm gonna have this blade. And the fixed blade I have in my truck now, in my truck bag, is not this versatile. It is full tank, so you could technically baton with this. I mean, you've got this great finger hold here. You can do feather sticking. You can do all that stuff with this that you need in a survival fixed blade. You can do all that with this knife while still having a super robust, beefy hunting knife. Stuff like that with the gut hook and everything. I mean, this kind of encompasses all in one, really. with a really good D2 steel. It's got a, like I said, it's got a Kydex sheath with a diamond coated knife sharpening plate. Attached hardware for modular connectivity with Phoenix feather. Like I said, you can, it's got the spacers. You can attach the Phoenix feather onto this with the screws. Dual tip screwdriver bit can be used by itself or with the Phoenix feather, because it's the 1/4 inch drive, so it does fit in the back of that Phoenix feather, the drive hole in it. Included with rubber bands. To be honest with you, don't know what that's for. Just gonna be upfront and honest with you. It is 8.4 ounces, so it's pretty light for such a robust knife. Blade is 3.23 inches long, so it's a little short for a quote-unquote bushcraft knife, but in a survival situation, it'd be great. And I mean, it's razor sharp, just like the feather. It is incredibly sharp. And the overall length is just under 8 inches. If you are a hunter, like myself, this box is amazing. It covers so many bases for you, especially if you are a hunter in the South, where even in the middle of deer season, November, December, you can be looking at 80 degree, 85 degree weather with 90% humidity, and you're sitting in the sand sweating your ass off, and you've got that cooling towel. Your rifle, while you're hunting, when you go to fire your rifle, you've got the headphones, and it will help you hear the sounds of approaching game. If you've got the Phoenix feather for caping and cleaning animals, you've got the shovel to get you out of situations that you may find yourself in if you have a rural deer lease or hunting land. And in Texas here, it'd be sunshine one minute, rain the next, and you find yourself stuck. You can dig yourself out. You dig your truck out. You've got the if you find yourself where you can't get out and you are out of food, you've got the freeze-dried food, the Peak Refuel biscuits and gravy with the titanium spoon. There's so many ways to use this if you are an actual big game hunter, especially if you're hunting on a ranch that's very rural and away from any kind of civilization, really. So this box is awesome it is a very specific person. If you're just a general prepper and you live in a city and you don't do any of that, this box probably isn't going to be that great for you. But if you are a hunter, live in a rural area, if you, if your bug out bag / truck bag, whatever, get home bag, you're missing kind of like a all around knife hunting kind of thing, this is for you as well. I'm super excited about this box. They're not paying me to say any of this. I pay for this out of my own pocket. But I'm super stoked about this box. Super happy with everything that's in it. Really don't have any complaints. I have not used a shovel yet, but just by initial feel and, tugging on it, pulling on it, it feels like it's going to hold up to whatever I throw at it. So that really would be the only thing that could fail, I would think, would be that shovel. It, may give up on me on the joint or whatever. But like I said, I haven't tested it, but it feels like it'll hold up to just about whatever I throw at it. So thanks you guys for watching the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Hit that like and share button. Get that algorithm going. Evidently, YouTube has an algorithm that likes and shares. It gets to more people, kind of thing. I don't know. leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this box. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time.